Hello and welcome to another video, and oh, hold on, never mind. This is the second one of this is round 3 for this, the second video entirely based on this, and it's basically me predicting my scores for this weekend, scores on the doors, and also see how I did for round 2. So, yeah, I've just obviously watched Match of the Day of round 2, and yeah, I am now going to see how I did for my score predictions. So, the first game was Liverpool against Burnley, which I predicted Liverpool to win 4-1. It ended 2-0, so I do get a point there. Not too shabby, hey? I had Aston Villa to draw 2-2 with Newcastle. I thought Newcastle played very well in their first game against West Ham, despite their defeat, and I thought they'd give Villa a run for their money in this game, but Villa ended up 2-0 winners, and Newcastle I still thought played very well, so I did get this one wrong. It ended 2-0 to Villa. Crystal Palace against Brentford, I had down as a home win for Crystal Palace. I thought Palace would get their first win of the season with a 2-1 win, but Brentford impressively held them on to a 0-0 draw, and 4 points out of a possible 6 is actually a very decent start for newly promoted Brentford and Thomas Frank's side. And yeah, I got that one wrong as well. Next was Leeds against Everton, which I had Leeds to win 2-0, and it ended 2-2. So I got the Villa and Newcastle one and the Leeds-Everton one the complete wrong way round. Otherwise I would have got both spot on. But it was a very entertaining game of football. Both teams were at it and they both played really well. But I went with a 2-0 win for Leeds, but it was a 2-2 draw, so I got it wrong. After that was Manchester City against Norwich, and finally, I got one correct. Manchester City and Norwich, I had City to win 5-0, and they did win 5-0, so that is my first 3 points of my campaign for my scoreline. Just remember, obviously, it's 3 points I get if I get both the scoreline correct and the outcome correct, which I did obviously with Man City Norwich. It's 1 point if I get the outcome correct but not the scoreline correct, and then obviously if I get both of them wrong I get nothing. But yeah, Man City Norwich, my first 3 points of the campaign. Let's go. Brighton 1, Watford 1 I had down, and it ended up 2-0 to Brighton, so I got that wrong as well. Oh dear. The next 2 I also got wrong, so this hasn't been a good round at all, apart from the City-Norwich game, so yeah, that's for sure. Southampton 1, Manchester United 4 I had an away win for the Red Devils after their superb performance against Leeds, but Southampton frustrated United to a 1-1 draw, and I thought Southampton played quite well, to be honest. Wolves 3, Tottenham 2 I had Wolves to get their first win of the season, but Tottenham won 1-0 through a Dele Alli penalty, so I got that wrong as well. Then there was Chelsea's magnificent performance at the Emirates Stadium against Arsenal, which I had down as a 3-1 win for Chelsea, but it ended 2-0. So I do get a point for that. And I also get a point for the next one, West Ham-Leicester, which I had West Ham to have a home win against the Foxes, 2-1. But it was 4-1, and they were absolutely superb, and Antonio was just on another level on Monday night against Leicester. And yeah, he is now West Ham's all-time leading goal scorer in the Premier League, ahead of Palio Di Canio. So yeah. If I calculate my results, Liverpool-Burnley I got 1 point for, so that brings me up to 5. Remember, I got a shocking 4 out of a possible 30 in my first round. But yeah, oh well. So yeah, I'm on 5 points for that. Aston Villa Newcastle I got wrong, so that doesn't change. Crystal Palace Brentford I got wrong, that doesn't change. Leeds Everton I got wrong, that doesn't change. Manchester City Norwich I got spot on, so my first 3 points, so that moves me on to 8. Brighton against Watford I got wrong. Southampton against Manchester United I got wrong. Wolves against Tottenham I got wrong. Arsenal against Chelsea I got right, but not the scorelines. That brings me on to 9. And West Ham Leicester I also got right, but not the scorelines. That brings me on to 10. I said last time in my previous video of this, and I said that I wanted to get up to 10 points at least after this round. Thankfully, I have got up to 10, but I really wish I'd had higher than 10, so I'd still call this a pretty shocking round. I would have been very angry with myself if if I was on 9 or lower or didn't get any points whatsoever, but I've only progressed by 6 points, so not exactly that good. Still an improvement on last time out on round 1. I got 6 points for this round instead of 4 points from the previous round, but it's still not exactly a huge improvement. It's only an improvement by 2 points. So yeah, I am currently on 10 out of a possible 60 after those 2 rounds. So once again, I still need to pick up the pace. But however, I am also very happy that I got Man City Norwich spot on. So let's hope I round off August with a fine performance this weekend for round 3. Before going into the international break and round 4, which is obviously in September. So yeah, let's go through the fixtures then. So to kick off at 12:30 on Saturday, we have Manchester City against Arsenal at the Etihad. After Arsenal's torrid performance against Chelsea, I expected City to win this match easily and comfortably. Although I did see Arsenal thrash West Brom 6-0 in the Carabao Cup, but that doesn't mean that I think they're going to have a chance against City. I do think City are going to win, 100%, but not as comfortable as people would think it would be. After 2 rounds, I think Arsenal will really be hungry for a goal this time, this Premier League season so far. But I'm going with 2-1 to Manchester City. So yeah, but if Arsenal don't score at all or get hammered or just completely outclassed tomorrow against City, Arteta is really under pressure and Arsenal will surely be in a lot of trouble, even though it's early days, of course. But yeah, 3 defeats out of 3 will not look good for the Gunners. But I'm going with City to win 2-1. Newcastle against Southampton. I think this will be the most entertaining match of the weekend. Newcastle will be hungry to get their first win of the season after the 2 defeats they had, and also the fact that I think they've been playing very well so far this season, unlike Arsenal in the Premier League. Southampton, on the other hand, they did actually take the lead against Everton, as we all knew, but then they got beaten by Everton, and they gave United a hard run for their money. But with the fact that the match is at St James's Park and the Toon Army will be all at their feet trying to make sure the Geordies win, I'm going to go with a home win, but I think it's going to be the most entertaining game of the weekend. I have gone with 4-3 to Newcastle. I think it's going to be an absolute goal fest. Brighton-Everton at the Amex. After seeing Everton's impressive performance against Southampton and also they nearly got victory against Leeds, I don't know how they're going to do against Brighton, who have looked absolutely superb so far this season. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they get 3 wins out of 3. And you know what? I'm going to back them because I really do think Brighton are going to have an electrifying start to this season now with the way they've been performing. And also, the Amex has been a little bit of a bogey ground for Everton. I'm going to go with 2-1 to Brighton, but I won't be surprised at all if Everton get a draw or a victory. 100%, but I'm going to go with a home win for Brighton. I'm backing Brighton to beat them, but yeah. West Ham, Crystal Palace. I have gone with a home win. I'm going with 3-0 to West Ham. I think they'll comfortably beat Palace this weekend. and they looked exceptional against Leicester on Monday night. Speaking of Leicester, they play Norwich at Carrow Road. Now, originally I thought, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Leicester slip up even more after their performance against West Ham, and also they lost last time they went to Carrow Road. It was 1-0 to Norwich, and knowing promotion teams that come up straight away, they usually like making a brilliant start at the start of the season and nab their first win at the start. But I don't think Norwich are going to beat Leicester, given the way they performed against Manchester City when they got hammered. I know City were brilliant, of course, but to be honest, Norwich's defending could have been so much better against City. And also, of course, Liverpool as well, when they lost 3-0 to Liverpool. But I do think Leicester are going to win, and I think this will be a tough start for Norwich for this season, and I think they will try their best to pick up their pieces for the rest of the season as it goes along. I am going with 3-1 to Leicester. I think Leicester will bounce back after the West Ham defeat, but I won't be surprised if Leicester slip up against Norwich. Aston Villa against Brentford. So Brentford have had an impressive start to this season with the 2-0 win over Arsenal and the 0-0 draw with Crystal Palace away. Can they beat Villa though? That's the question. See, I thought Villa weren't very good against Watford when they lost, but I did think they were a lot better against Newcastle. However, I thought Newcastle also played very well. But I don't know. See, the thing is, I think this is a tough one because Brentford do look really impressive, and I'm not ruling them out for a draw, but I do think Villa will win this, and I think they'll push themselves to get up to 6 points at least going into August, and yeah, I just think they're another level to Brentford. So I do think this will be Brentford's first defeat of the season. I am going with 2-0 to Aston Villa. 4 games left. So apart from Man City, Arsenal, they were all the 3 o'clock games. Liverpool against Chelsea is on also tomorrow at 5:30 though. 5:30 this time. But I don't know what to say about this. We were superb against Arsenal and we just outclassed Crystal Palace. Liverpool were just superb against both Norwich and Burnley, but this will be Liverpool's biggest test of the season so far against Chelsea. I'm going to be honest, after the way we've performed so far this season, but the thing is, both of these teams are joint second in the table. They both have won 3-0 and 2-0, and yeah, they're both on the same goal difference, and they're going against each other at Anfield tomorrow. Now, I'm not ruling out a Liverpool win at all because it is at Anfield. The crowd will be on their feet 100%. But given the way we've performed, I really think we're going to get a point at least. And to be honest, I think we will get a point. I think our defence will make Jota, Salah, Mane and Firmino completely work for it. And it will be a hard game for them. Just like what it was last season. But we were brilliant last season against Liverpool at Anfield. But it'll be different this time because the crowd are back. But I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw at Anfield. I think both teams will be going for the victory, but I think both defences will play really well. I don't know how Lukaku's going to get on against Van Dijk, but it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, and I think both teams will bounce back after this match. Chelsea, have got Aston Villa at home at Stamford Bridge next time out. Liverpool, although Liverpool do have a tough away trip to Leeds next time out, but I do think it's going to be a draw between Liverpool and Chelsea tomorrow. 1-1 draw. 3 games to go. Burnley against Leeds at Turf Moor. Now, I do think Burnley will give Leeds a tough match, but I think Leeds are going to push for their first win of the season, and I think they're a lot better than Burnley at the moment, and I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Leeds. Tottenham against Watford. I have gone with a home win. I think Watford are going to concede too much against against Spurs, and also the fact that Harry Kane has committed his future to Spurs. He will 100% surely be starting on Sunday against Watford. And yeah, I can see him and Son having a brilliant performance on Sunday together. Watford still, I know they were brilliant against Villa in the first game of the season. They still conceded 2 goals against them. And that's why I think, because they lost to Brighton as well, I do think they're going to concede goals here as well. I think Tottenham are going to win 4-0 at White Hart Lane. And that just leaves me with Wolves against Manchester United at Molineux. Now, there has been big news on Manchester United today, because there has been news that a certain Cristiano Ronaldo is returning to his former club. It's been confirmed that he's leaving Juventus, and Manchester United have accepted a fee for him. He hasn't exactly confirmed he's signed for the club yet, but he will surely be going there now after the news I've just heard today here on Friday. So yeah, I don't think he'll be playing though against Wolves. I think he'll be playing once the summer break has gone, going into September. But we'll see. He might be on the bench yet, but we'll see. However, Wolves, I highly rate Wolves, to be honest, and I think they're going to frustrate United on Sunday. And I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw at Molineux. I think it will be a tight match. So yeah, that is my predictions for game week 3, and yeah, hopefully I will pick up the pace on my points. So yeah, come on, we can pick it up. Come on, we can do this. But yeah, that is the end of the video, and I will see you in my next one. Cheerio!